I'm hoping you can hear me. I'm mic'd. We'll see how this goes. I'm just sitting in the garden, enjoying a beautiful day that is cloudy again, but at least it's not, nobody's talking about rain. So that's a good thing. So let's see if I hook this up right, because I'm not sure myself. Oh, my daughter. She found a butterfly in her garden that she has never seen before. So let's see if anybody's there. I'm not there. I'm here, but I'm trying to get my phone is outside and I'm sitting in the house. I'm waiting for car noises. No, I can't see. I'm not trying to be rude. Give me a minute. You're not going to show me if I'm live, so let's try something else. I'm not having luck with my tablet right now. Oh boy. Let's see if I can find myself. I found myself. What a terrible thumbnail. Okay, so you are there. I figured I would stick can you hear me? Somebody tell me if you can hear me, because I have a mic. I am trying my mic out while I'm sitting here with great anticipation. My daughter's excited. Let me see what she found. She's been texting me. She found the butterfly. Oh, she found something. Let me see. She says, yep, she's got a giant. Let me tell her I'm live. I am live. She found in her yard a giant tiger swallowtail. Now, I don't know if we've got him here. I've got the regular, not tiger, swallowtail. We have the regular one, but I've never seen a giant. Yep, it is a giant. And it does go through different parts of eastern North America. That's what I told her. There, you can see them in Florida, not here. I told her she better do a video. So anyways, I'm hoping that they're going to fix the truck. I'm waiting to hear good things. So you can hear me. Oh, good. I'm sitting here with great anticipation. Really, I'll tell you. I have been on the phone with everybody, and I'm going to tell you something. Be very, very careful in this day and age. I actually went online and typed in for a towing service in my area, and it gave me a towing service in my area. They had a website and everything. And I called them, and they wanted a credit card. And I thought, well, what do you want a credit card for? You haven't been here. And they said, oh, we need a credit card so we can run it as soon as we tow your truck out. Turned out it was a bogus website. The whole thing was bogus. I never gave my credit card. I know better than that. And it just, the algorithm for them, however they've got their number set up, it created the website by putting the name of my town or a town near me. So I would use them. Boy, I was talking to my neighbor about that. He couldn't believe it. I showed him the website. He goes, you're kidding. I said, no, it had a whole website and everything. So anyways, if this doesn't work, I have another towing company that has a truck with a winch that they may be able to tow it up. We'll see. Middle of the week, they said. So there's a lot of scam. Mark is first. You were first, Mark. So there is a lot of scams out there. Boy, do you have to be careful. I had another company come down the other day. He looked at it and said he can't do it. So I said, okay. Then he goes, well, let me try. I said, I'm not paying you if you're trying and you can't do it, because I distinctly asked for a 4-wheel drive and they sent no 4-wheel drive. Another company that's a scam, I found out. So he said he'll do it, and he thinks he might be able to. He wanted to try. He did try, and he's the one that rolled the truck backwards. He just let it go. And then he wouldn't leave unless I gave him, he wanted 100. First, the company told me 160. He got here, he wanted 300. Then he couldn't tow it out. He said he wasn't going to charge me. Then he wanted, what do you want? He wanted $150. And I was very nice and told him no. And then he said, give me 50. And I couldn't get rid of him. So we gave him 20 bucks to get rid of him. So these days, AAA won't tow it because it's more than 20 feet. I don't know why she keeps texting. 20 feet off the road. If it's 20 feet off the road, they don't tow it. Let me just tell her, okay, so she has a butterfly in her garden. I hope she made a short that can go to San Joaquin Valley, and it was 6 inches across. Now we have the black witch, but it was definitely not a black witch. She sent me a picture. So she found a really unique butterfly in her yard. I have never seen one. I thought it was a swallowtail. Let me just tell her, okay, and let me mute my phone so it will stop dinging and dinging. I don't hear any noise. Oh, I see a hummingbird. I wonder if you can see the hummingbird. Yes, you can. I decided I'm sitting about 4 feet away from my phone, and it's outside so you can enjoy the birds. This is a very nice place to de-stress. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I've called everybody. I even tried to get a mechanic to come out. One guy said he was coming and he didn't. And my last resort, I've got a friend, and I texted my friend and I told her, our truck is stuck. I don't know who to call, and she's got her friend over here right now, so we'll see. I didn't want to bother him. I don't like bothering people. Hello, Mark. Hello, Judy Brown from, oh, she said hi. I thought you were going to say Hawaii. Julianne Berry, you do know I butcher, but just offhand, I want to make sure you know that. Rob Campbell, hello. Sheila Hutchinson, hello from Corpus Christi, Texas. Johnny, hello, Johnny. Cook a meal for us live. You know, I'll be really honest with you. I can't keep my kitchen clean because I'm constantly cooking. I made breakfast, I make lunch, and I really want to. And it's like, oh, I can't let you see that. But I do plan on doing that. Crystal, Chrissy, it is a beautiful day today. And let's see, I said Rob Campbell, right? Yes, I did say Rob Campbell. Jeanette, Suzanne Brooks, I'm container gardening for the 2nd year now because of you guys. Thanks for your channel. Oh, that makes me feel so good because that's what I want. I want people to container garden, and if you've got the leaves and stuff, and even if you don't, once you start, you will. You save money on soil, and you do it Mother Nature's way. I want a podcast. Give me ideas what the podcast, because sometimes I sit and I just talk, and I did it in the car. You guys haven't seen that yet. Only the members have. And I thought the engine was too loud and everything, and they seem to like it, but I don't mind podcasting. So I'm trying to think of what, I did a little something, and I butchered that one really good. Sat down outside and talked for 20 minutes, and my phone taped 3. Tried to do again, and I couldn't remember what in the world I was talking about. Then I was all over the place, and I just gave up. And I did upload it today, and I'm looking at it, and it's like, I don't know if I should put it up. I'm just talking, and it's like, geez, got to get organized. I got to empty my phone. It's too full. Let's see, Cassie Mullenix, Mullenix. Yes, I am live. Rob Campbell, I see. Judy Brown, Lisa Addison, Connie Davison, you saw the one that I did in the car, you might have. Crystal, Chrissy, I already got you. Ashley Chapman, hello. I did say Julianne Berry, right? And if I didn't, so I'll just say again, like I have already with everybody else. Nola, I was hoping I heard a truck engine, but I do not. Nolan Borrego, Borrego, in the 80s. Oh, you got the 80s. Today, we're probably maybe 70, but now they're saying 48 degrees at night again. Lucia Garcia Campos. I think I got that. Hello, I don't know how I came across your channel, but I'm so happy that I did. I've been watching your videos, love your videos, very informative. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Melinda Roth, hello, and yes, you capitalize those letters, Melinda. I don't care, people should not be cursing you out or saying nasty things. I understand you see it better when it's capitalized, and so do I, so that is fine. So you had hail, it was so bad, I was scared the window might break. Wow, that's one thing we haven't had for a while. I feel for you, believe you me, I know how old the rain is. Florida's, boy, it's a shame what's going on in parts of Florida. Judy Brown, scammers. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, I had a real good one. I did tape it, or I recorded it, and I can't find it, and I'm not sure if I deleted it. I actually had someone that called here that sounded just like my grandson, and his voice and everything, telling me he was in a car accident and how he needed money. Well, he was getting up to the money. And it sounded like him, but I know his nature, and he's not the type. I should put you over by the fountain so you can see those birds taking a bath. That would be fun. If I move the phone now, they'll all leave, but they're sitting in the fountain. He said he was in a car accident, but he was okay, and his lawyer, he had a lawyer now. It was just a bunch of baloney, but he kept calling me grandma. So I twisted it, and I said, well, did you talk to mom and dad? And he said, no, I can't tell them. You've got to help me. I didn't even know this was a big scam. I heard about it yesterday on YouTube on News Nation. And I said, well, I'm sure, I knew it wasn't my son's kids because they're little. I'm sure my son, your dad, will be very understanding. Well, my daughter's husband is not my son-in-law. And he said, oh, no, he wouldn't be. I knew immediately at that point. So I played along for a while until I got tired of it, and then I just hung up. That is terrible. I didn't know they'd do that. So it's good that I was on the ball with that one. Christopher, P-E-N, Piana? Piana? I know that with the, let's just say hi. Melinda Roth, mean first. I mean first. Oh. Let's see, you had a question, and I lost it. It's there somewhere. I'll find it. There's so many now. I still don't hear a truck engine. They think it's the starter. And Gary went and bought a starter, and this guy said he can pop it in. So we'll see. Gary was going to do it. Then he figured if this guy will do it, it's probably better for his. The guy is really good at working on cars, this guy. If not, I was starting to suspect it was a anti-theft thing. That was my thought. I could be wrong. I had that happen to my car. My door locks weren't working right, and so my anti-theft would go off, and I'd be locked over at the store, and I'd call my mechanic, and he would tell me how to monkey around and get it done. And finally, I said, can't we get this fixed? He goes, it's going to be a lot of money. You got to tear everything apart, and he did. He fixed it. So we'll see. Roy Soto, hello. Jane Knight, hello. Karen Thompson, hello. Marianne, Anna Zoe, I'm not going to be able to get that one, but hello. Oh, hummingbirds warm your heart. They do too. I can't believe how many left. I'm happy that they're on the go, but I hope they didn't leave because we're going to have a bad summer thinking, we don't want to be here. I still have a few. I mean, I'm still going through about a gallon a day, but normally I was going through like 4, and it was just suddenly a drop. Oh, no, not caps. She does caps because she sees them better. So that's okay. Tonya's, do I have that right? Tonya's Townhouse Garden. I keep getting quiet, hoping I hear an engine. That is our engine. Judy Brown from Las Vegas. You got John Kohler out there in Vegas. I like watching him. I get a kick out of him. I don't agree with everything he does, but I do agree with him more so than a lot of other people, so I really like him. ZE, hello from California. She's in California. Oh, so sorry for the caps. Jane Knight. She's talking to Melinda, right? So let's see. Melinda Roth. Marianne. Okay, we said that. Hello, Marianne again. Jeanette. I did Jeanette. I'm trying to see if I can get everybody. Tina Barnes. Love your channel. Enjoy the peaceful garden moments. That's what I need right now. And all the other videos you share. Oh, I have a squirrel. Do you see this squirrel? This stinking little squirrel. But here's the thing. I actually like squirrels. Do you see he's in the bowl? He goes to that bowl. As long as there's food in that bowl, he's not going to bother anything else. Do you see the squirrel? He's in the bowl. I trimmed the bush a little bit, the emu bush, but yeah, you can see him. Let's see. Pat Kruger. I think I've got that. Hello. I was doing some weeding in the flower beds today. Still not warm enough to plant vegetables, just potatoes and peas. Love your videos and your info. Thanks again. that's why I'm taking my time. There's really no rush like to put watermelon out there. They just won't grow. And once the time is right, stop and think. When the weather is perfect, the plants take off like literally overnight. So I am starting with zucchini. I actually bought some zucchini at Home Depot. I bought some Black Beauty. I'm also starting some of my own, so I have growing. The one on the deck that's real big, I grew from seed. And then I've got another one from seed. I got a couple more seeds came up, a Cocozelle came up, and I accidentally bought some yellow squash. I didn't want yellow squash, but I bought it, so I'll get that planted. So I'm kind of like doing a both, buying a couple so I get a good start, and also doing my own seeds. Red BACE, base. Let's see. Oh, the first time you got me, I wasn't even going to do a live chat. I just figured I'm going to sit back. Oh, I should have made a cup of tea. And just wait and hope to hear happy noises besides birds. Bobby Lou from San Diego. You should have good weather too right now. Helen Argon from Rhode Island. Aragon. Gary's real good at names. I am not. Judy Brown. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Scary story. Yeah, I think you're talking about the one where the kid called and sounded like my grandson. Yeah, they said that they have ways of cloning names, and I thought, well, he doesn't do social media. But then I did realize, oh, yes, he does. He's one of the biggest gamers. He was gaming when he was 3 years old, and he'd be gaming with these people online, and they'd be just every four-letter word. And he'd say in his little voice, does your mom know how you talk? You shouldn't be talking that way online. How funny. So yeah, they could have picked it up from one of the games that he does online. I don't know, but it did sound like him. James Fernandez. Hello, Par. Thank you, Par. K-Mac. Is that a kitty back there getting a drink? Oh, no, Kitty's not here right now. She's in the house, but not right where I'm sitting. Catherine H. Let's see, red bracer in Virginia. I put hummingbird feeders out yesterday, and I made a hummingbird shade. Oh, I love those shades. I'm going to make some more out here, especially when we get hot, because we get hot more than we get rain, well, normally. And boy, I'll tell you, the birds love it. I put up a shade really close on the deck. I moved it, and it's like low close. And I was so surprised this morning that the hooded orioles were using the one that was lower, and that's because it had a really nice shade, and I think they feel secure under it. So I really love those shades. Cheryl Zurich. No, I hear motors in the way far in the background. My keen hearing is not hoping I'm hearing close by, which I don't. Ashley Rogers from Ohio. Let's see, my starling. Oh, hello from Chicago. Oh, you were 83. I'm going to have to get a tea or something. My voice is so dry from calling and talking to so many people. I see a little bird. I think it's a goldfinch, but I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, he's going to the feeder. Oh, look. Oh, the houseman scared him away. They rarely go to the feeder. I put finch mix out today. So there's parakeet mix in there, and sunflower seed, and finch mix mixed in. Yeah, he was going to go to the feeder. He left. I get excited when they go to the feeder. See, I think I said hello to Jane Knight already from North Carolina. Oh, but you live in California now, so that doesn't count. No, I'm kidding. You moved from North Carolina to California? Jeez. You're probably not in this area in Southern California, because your taxes, your property taxes would be a lot cheaper in North Carolina than they would here, I would think. I don't know. Let's see. Rico. Rocio. You put it there, Rocio. Thank you, Rocio. Let me tell you something. I had a really good friend. His name was Rico. He's gone now. So when I see that, I think of him. So it's happy thoughts. He was a fabulous guy. But thank you for the Rocio. I needed that. So I think I got everybody. Barbara C., hello. You just finished up a nap after watching your recent garden tour. Oh, cool. I need some of your energy. I think I'll get I have a couple hurdles to go over this. When I get hurdles, it really gets to me. I've got to go get my driver's license, and they're making me come in now and do a test. Have you ever read that book? There, there are questions on there. I actually made some copies of those questions because I want somebody to explain it to me. Some of the questions are so crazy that I had my granddaughter read it. She couldn't make heads or tails out of it. There is a house finch, not a house finch, a goldfinch that's checking out stuff. And they don't, look at that, he's in the top feeder. He is eating seed. Okay, that's not a good sign. That means they're desperate. They rarely eat seed. He just left. He was in the top feeder, the big red bull, the highest one. He just left. So I got to get my driver's license. Got to see if I pass. That's going to be interesting. I have monovision. So if I don't pass, then I'll see what happens with that. Then I got to try to get the car up. Been working on that all week. So one thing after another. Norwegian Viking Granny, hello from Norway. Hello. Sue Cottrell. Cottrell. Love your gardening tips. Thank you. Cottrell. Let's see. I got Jane Knight. She's from Corona. Not too far. Ellen. F.A. Let's see. That would be Gundries. So that would be Fagundries. Am I close? Probably not. Oregon. Get Tucker. Yay. Yeah, trucker. Let's see. I caught you live for the first time. I'm waiting for car noises that I do not hear. I would think by now they would have already fixed it. I could try to show you where the truck is, but I'm afraid if I move the phone, I'll lose the signal. I really should be working in the garden. I have so much to do. It's quiet right now. We still have white crowns. I forgot who keeps coming in. Barbara Boholen. I probably really butchered that one. Bohannon. I can't remember. A few of you have asked me about the white crowns. They're still here. You'll see them come in. There is a goldfinch, and he wants to go into the bowl. He's up there, a little young male. He's looking for seed. Now, there's a lot of seed out there. You see all the flowers I've left. I purposely left that for the goldfinches because the flowers are going to turn into seed heads. So there must not be enough, or he's curious. He could be just curious. You do okay with it. Thank you, Barbara. Oh, my goodness. You know how quiet it is? I want to hear an engine of a truck. So bad. I'm trying to think if I could try to show you where the truck is. First, it was in Gary's garden. Toaster oven, I miss my garden. Maybe you can do a small one? Out a window, off a windowsill or something? First, it was in Gary's garden. He had it all the way down there. I knew there was a problem when I was coming in from my garden. I looked down the hill and I see the hood is up. Not a good thing to see. He's very calm about everything, Gary. Very nonchalant, like, oh, well. He's always been that way. Oh, well. And then we had that guy come the other day who tried to tow it, who couldn't. He wanted to try because I told him to already leave because it wasn't even the tow truck I ordered. And he dropped it down, but he dropped it in another spot. So now it's not in Gary's garden. It's halfway up the hill. Deborah Murphy, I have seen the eye doctor before. Oh, I have to see the eye doctor before I get my driver's license. I just saw my eye doctor. So that was all good. She said, your eyes are nice and healthy, but you have monovision, which really strange came on during the pandemic. I blame that for not driving because I used to drive a lot. And I think when you drive, this is just my theory, that you're exercising your eyes. And I think by lack of exercise, one eye sees 20/20 far, and the other one sees perfect for reading. So I have, she said, which is monovision. Now I looked it up. According to the law, just to see what it would say, it says you can drive with one eye, which I have two eyes, but they work differently. And I'm used to it, and working together, I can see fine. So I don't know what's going to be, because the last time I went for an eye checkup, God, it was 8 years ago, 10 years ago? It was a while ago. I don't remember them ever making me cover an eye. It was just, hey, read line 4. So if they do that, I'd be fine. If they start asking me questions, I'll pull up the law and see what they say. Either way, I guess at some point, she said it could be corrected with cataract surgery. She said, I have a small cataract that might be making the eye shape differently, so it gave me one eye perfect for reading and the other eye perfect for distance. Doesn't bother me. Let's see, Tanya Gilkey, hello. Matt, hello. Oh, Matt, you didn't get a hi or a bye. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. I see you now from, oh, Britain, London, England. Hello. You came a long ways. You have Gardener's World out there. Super cool show. You know what's sad? We really don't have garden shows. And I think a lot of it has to do with commercials. It's all about advertising. If they can't get the right advertisers, then they don't make the show. So we don't have a lot of garden shows. We have Nick Federoff, who is on the weekend. And there is another one now that they brought on that's starting to do a show. I can't remember his name. But Nick is really the only one that's got a real garden show on PBS on Saturday morning. But you've got Gardener's World. You've got all kinds of garden shows in the UK. It's just, and they're just beautiful. Let's see, Todd Berg from Michigan. Oh, we don't have ruby throats. You're waiting for your ruby throats. How wonderful. Your garden looks so different since the snow. Let's see, your garden looks so different since the snowstorm. Hope to truck starts. Oh, look, our friendly little squirrel is back. That's a ground squirrel, by the way. That's not a tree squirrel. Oh, and I see a dove, but I don't think you can see the dove. It's in the other pond. I am hoping so, too. If not, I have a nice guy that showed up the other day that said he's got a truck. It's in the shop. It's supposed to be out of the shop Wednesday or Thursday. And there's a winch on it. It's just the last few feet can't make the turn. That he said it would be a piece of cake. I hope, that's what he said. But he can't come until the middle of the week, so we'll see. Oh my goodness, Dan G. Thank you for what do you call this? This is not a super chat. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, you got the cute little emoji there laughing. Thank you, thank you. Help pay to get our truck out. Oh, I told Gary, I looked at it and I said, you take the back seats out. You got a truck bed in the back and you fill it up with soil. I have a wonderful bed, a raised bed, and inside I have a greenhouse, right? He said, no. That would mean I'd have to go buy a vehicle, though. He loves his truck. I found that truck years ago. I was driving by a dealership and I saw it parked there. And it's funny, when the sports trucks first came out, nobody wanted them. They were all into big trucks. Everybody wanted a big truck. Gary already had his old big truck. I drove by and I thought it was so cool. Gosh, I can't remember how many years ago it's been. Let's see, it's 2001. It might have been 10 years old. I don't think it was 10 years old. No, because they were fairly new. 2001. Maybe it was 2006. Time goes by so quick. And so I stopped and looked at it, and they wanted like $18,000. Can you imagine what cars cost now? I was like, oh, wow, 18, 19,000, whatever. So I went home and told Gary. He said, we can't afford a car. I said, look, we don't go anywhere. You need a little truck to drive around. And I was driving around that time, I think, my Camry, which is really tiny. So we went down and looked at it. And when I went back to look at it, somebody had backed it up into something and they dented the bumper. And you couldn't get the tailgate down. The guy was so mad. And he didn't know what to do. The truck, he said, was sitting there. People wanted larger trucks. They wanted 150s, Ford 150s or something at the time. So he said, how's your credit? And I said, my credit's good. And so he ran our credit. And he said, look, I want this thing out of here now. And now I don't want to fix the tailgate. It was a regular big dealership at the time. So he said, you have really good credit. I never said anything else, but just nodded. And he said, all right. He said, how about 18,000? And I said, no, 16,000 out the door. That's tax, license, everything. So he said, okay. And I pulled out my credit card. And he goes, I thought you're financing with us. I said, I didn't say that. Oh, they get pissed. I've bought cars that way. I tell you, you get the best deals that way. And he said, I thought you're financing. And I said, no, I'm not financing. You wanted to check my credit. And he was really upset, but we got it for 16. No, 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 no. We got it for 14,000 out the door. 14,000 out the door. And we put it on part on Discover, and I think we wrote a check for the other part. And then on top of that, I got credit back from Discover Card. Of course, they did get a phone call from Discover making sure I was buying a vehicle. So that's how we got his truck, and he loves it. He doesn't want anything new. I hear people talking, but I don't hear truck motors. So he loves his truck. Yeah, you know, anytime you're going to buy a car, if you're not going to finance with them, you don't have to tell them that. But if you got fairly good credit, let them run it. And they make money on the financing, but they can't stop you from buying it if you're going to pay cash or something else with it. I kind of did that with my other one. What do you call it? The sports, it's not a sports track. Oh my God, the Explorer it's not an Explorer. What is it? It's the small one I drive, the red one, whatever it is. I can't think offhand. Yeah, Ford Explorer. Yes, yeah, that's the one it is. Same thing, I went in, they had it sitting there, and I gave the Camry to my daughter because she needed a car. So I gave her the Camry, and I went in, and I was going to give her the Camry if I got a car. And I liked it, and the guy checked my credit. No, this was a different dealership. He checked my credit, and he goes, you got good credit. And they wanted, I forgot what it was, 13, 12. And I said, no. I said, I finally got him down to 9,000 out the door, tax and license. And did the same thing. I bought it with a credit card. I hate that. And that was years ago. We haven't bought another vehicle since. We just need to get it out of the Gary's Garden. RD Dow, hello. Hi, Robbie. My husband and I love watching all your videos. We just started seeing our hummingbirds here in Oklahoma. Yeah, they're probably coming from here. I have very few. I do, of course, in the kitchen window have a lot of them, but nothing like what I had 2 weeks ago. It was unreal what I had. In fact, there was more hummingbirds than I think I've ever seen. I couldn't keep up with the food. I was afraid to leave the house. They were emptying the feeders. I'd run out there, and it was like black with hummingbirds. And I guess they just parked themselves here until it was ready to go. And now look what you can see well, you can't see where the camera is now. All the hills around here have mustard flowers, and just think of what's going on in the deserts and everywhere. There's an explosion of flowers right now, and they knew it, so they left. Tommy Austin, hello. See, all my birds, welcome, a host of. Let's see, hi, warblers. Hi, Tommy Austin, hi. Warblers migration occurs in the northwest Ohio in May. All birdiers. How do you pronounce that? Birdier. Welcome hosts of events. Oh, on websites, that would be beautiful. Malachi 7, hello. Wine Country Pebbles. Haven't seen any hummingbirds in our yard in Sonoma County. You probably will soon. I think they're parking themselves where the flowers are, and then they'll move on. Let's see. Mary Davis, South Carolina. Love your content all the time. Thank you. Gigi. Julie in Arkansas. Let's see, Western Arkansas here. I haven't seen any yet. They're on their way. They're probably going to stop wherever the flowers are, is what they're going to do. I do not hear a truck motor. You got me curious to go look. I don't know how long it takes to replace the starter. Here's the deal. Gary bought the starter brand new, and they said if you take it out of the box and you put it in your car, you own it no matter what. If you take it out and it doesn't look the same, you can return it. But he bought the starter for his truck. You watch. If he comes up and they didn't start it, he'll go, oh, well, we'll figure something else out. I told him, greenhouse and growing bed. I'll go back to the dealership, show my credit, and buy a cheap jalopy to drive around. I don't drive his big truck. The big one is a 92 2. And that's an interest. That's a Ford truck, and it's got a 2-ton suspension. That's what he wanted, to drag things around, and he used to haul a lot of stuff. And so he got that one used also, and I do not remember what we paid for that one. It has nothing. It was bare minimums. The windows crank, simple radio. I don't even know if it has air. It's a real simple truck. Somebody had it for a work truck, and we found that at the same dealership we Explorer at. So we've got the 3 that he's happy with. I've only driven that one twice. I drove that once because he dropped it off at, I shouldn't say, but he dropped it off at a company that was minus muffler at the time. They wanted $800 to do the brakes. And they explained to Gary at the time, this is years and years ago, that that's what it was going to cost. And I thought, that did not sound right. So I went to the guy, this must have been when Gary and I first got married. That was a long time ago, really early on. And I went to my guy that I go to for years since I lived here. And I told him, and he said, you go get that truck right now. It was across the street. And I said, I can't drive it. He goes, you go right now and you get that truck and bring it to me. I said, I can't drive it. He goes, you only have to drive it across the street. It's not a stick. I said, but it's so big. And he said, you get in that truck and go drive it. So I went cross street. I left my vehicle at their place and went cross street. And I said, I'm taking the truck out of here for a second opinion. And I took it cross street, and I think he fixed it for like 150. So you have to be really careful. Scout, Inquire, hello. Sunshine Country Chickens, hello. Robert Clooney, hi. Let's see. Scout Inquirer, greetings and love from New York. Hi, Robbie and Gary. I love watching and learning from you. Oh, my favorite hobbies is feeding and watching hummingbirds, and my gardening was improved because of you. Thank you. In 1 minute, I'm going to pick that camera up, and we're going to try to see if we can reach to at least look down the hill. I don't hear any cursing, so that could be a good thing. I don't hear anything. You know what? I may have to move my phone. I just realized my phone is sitting in the sun, and I am not. Hold on. Okay, let's go take a peek. If I lose you, somebody tell me. I don't think I can see from that side. So let's go take a peek. Oh, green. I love these flowers. They flower all year. These don't. These are salvias. They died back in the winter, and they're coming back now. But boy, okay, my mic is going to knock. Hold on. Sorry if I made noise. Let's go take a walk. I don't hear it. Don't hear any sound of a motor. Oh, no. Okay, that's not a good sign. They're looking under the hood now. They would not be looking under the hood if it was the starter. They're laughing, but see, Gary will laugh no matter what. I don't know the other guy. He's a friend of a friend, so he may laugh too, but Gary will laugh. Gary, like I said, Gary was like, oh well. No, it's exactly what it's been doing. All it has to do is, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I can't. Hold on. Are you guys still there? Did I lose you? Oh my gosh. It started? I'm up there. It started? Oh my gosh. Get it up the hill before it dies. You saw it with me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think they have come. I haven't seen my neighbor friend, but I have very, very cool neighbors and very friends, and I did not want to bother them. They know everything. No, I just left it go until finally I was losing my, and I sent her a little tiny text saying, Gary's truck is stuck. And I said, I'm trying to get it out. If you know anybody, let me know. And sure enough, She said her and her husband came over yesterday and said, this guy's amazing. Oh my gosh. See, he's laughing. Oh my gosh. You can't hear me? Who can't you hear, me or them? I should have mic'd Gary. Uh-oh, you can't hear me? Somebody tell me if you can still hear me. Uh-oh. Wonder if my mic burned out. Let me take a look. Okay, you can't hear me. Let me try something. I'm going to disconnect. Can you hear me now? I'm disconnecting the mic. Some if the mic died. Okay, so the mic died on me. Okay, I am now no longer mic, so my Rode mic just died. Probably the battery. Let me take this off. We're gonna put, oh, I have a pocket. I made a new pocket today. I'll just drop it in there. And drop something. Hold on, I dropped it. A magnet. Can you believe this will cost me 20 bucks if I don't find it? Okay. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this. I can't, you know, if it was me, I would have been in that car, that truck, and I would have brought it up the hill before it decided that it would have to be up on here. They would tell me, yes, they fixed it. My papayas, can you remember some of you? How I had all these papayas, I have to start all over. I'm gonna get to see it come in. And another one. And you knew I bought two. I'm gonna set that up later. I gotta set up my first one. I'm getting down. Nope. Are we back? Because it just told me I had to go back to that. We lost the signal. Okay, we're back. We're back. Oh my goodness. Gary, you're live. If he doesn't want to be live, I'll move. Okay, I'm gonna go back in the house because I don't know if he wants to be live or not. What did he say?
No biggie.
We've all been waiting to see if it started. No, I'll go over here. So what was it?
It was a starter.
It was the starter?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Crows, ravens. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now, look at the big yellow house on the hill. Actually, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, I'll let them be. Let them do their thing. So you got to sit here with me. I should go back to work because I have so many things I want to do. I am trying to get this all cleaned up. I'm working on my pizza garden and I'm changing this up. I've got some tri-colored sage I started. So I'm going to put that in there. I think I'm zoomed. Am I zoomed? So I really want to work in the garden, but I was like stressing and thinking, oh, is this ever going to, I can't believe it's up here. This is like so exciting. Most of you probably think she's crazy. She's excited about a truck being brought up a hill. I am excited. You realize it's been down there all week? We had AAA out here twice. They even checked the battery. Oh my gosh.
The red one's even more surprising. It's a 98. Oh wow.
Check the mileage. I don't go anywhere. He says there's no mileage on here. We don't go anywhere. We've all been waiting. There was like before, there was over 100 waiting.
Oh my god. That's nothing. That's nothing for that thing either. Yeah. That's funny. That is
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'll let them do their thing. Oh my gosh.
We haven't gotten to 100,000 yet. Oh my god.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to 100,000 on the vehicles. We don't go anywhere. We're always home. Where do we go? We'll go into LA to see my parents, drive around town. We used to go to Vegas periodically to go eat, and we haven't done that in a long time. See the mustard? All that is wonderful for the wildlife, the whole hillside. It's a wonderful trait to laugh at almost anything. Gary does do that. He is like that. It's always like, yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Whatever happens, it's okay. Which is very good. Very, very good. Me, let's see. First, I go into hysterics. Oh my gosh, I've got to fix it. And then I go into the mode that I've got to get it done. And then I'm okay. So I go through a different stage where he's like, it's okay. Look at this. Look at the flowers. I don't think I've ever had that many flowers. And here are the goldfinches. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up in a minute. So let me get back in the shade, or where can I put you where you could see something fun? The problem is it's sunny right now. And, oh, you know what? That would be fun. Let me put you, well, no, I can't. My mic doesn't work, so no, I can't. Let me step in here. I'm going to stand. Okay. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up, since especially now that I know my mic died. I'm trying to shut off my tablet. I'll see if I can read my phone. Okay, sorry for all the movement. Let's see. Sometimes I can't read. I'm trying to see. Craig D. This in my garden is not mustard. What's growing in the mustard is the hillside. That whole hillside that's yellow. I know my neighbor's leaving it for as long as he can too, because this feeds the butterflies, the birds, the insects, and everything. So that's mustard. What you're seeing in my garden is the brassicas. The purple sprouting broccoli right now have purple heads. I can't believe how many purple sprouting broccolis I've got here, because they don't always do this. I used to do a lot of cuttings, and I've got one even on my deck now, a purple sprouting broccoli. So up on the hill is mustard. In here are all brassicas. Then they're mainly hybrids of collard, and there's tree collard that has the yellow flowers. Broccoli has the yellow flowers. Your mic never died? Oh, see, and I disconnected. I thought it died. I looked at it and it wasn't blinking. The weather is beautiful today. I mean, it's cloudy, but it's nice. It's not hot. It's not. Sounds like me. Used to go to Las Vegas for family reunions. You know, we used to go to Las Vegas. Look at the hummingbird. We used to go there just to eat. We actually would get everything done around here. It was crazy. And we would take off at, let's say, 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and we'd go out there. We'd have dinner. We used to go to the Rio. I love the Rio. And then we'd come home, and that was our vacation. When Gary's dad came to visit, we actually took him out there with the family. The family had their own car. His sisters had their own car, so we drove his dad, took him to the hotel. Well, first we took him out to eat, drove around, we went to the Bellagio. Then we came home that night because, well, we've got a lot going on here. So we had to come home, and then we went back. They stayed a week. I think it was a week. We went back and picked him up and took him out to dinner. But I love Vegas. From where I'm at, it used to take 4.5 hours, and now with traffic, it's longer. So it wasn't that bad of a drive. Oh, okay, Joanna, I'm gonna just spell it. SCHRECKHISE. Hello from Kansas. Yes, your mic was fine. See, I thought it was bad, so I unplugged it. I didn't see anybody telling me it was working. Maybe it was my phone losing signal, so I took it off. Now I'm not mic'd. I'm working on getting used to a mic. I don't like a mic. Wine Country Pebbles. The Rio was my uncle's favorite. You know, we used to go to all the cheap places, and she'd spend $2-3 for dinner, and you knew it. But I mean, it was good. It was good. But then we went to the Rio once, and it was worth the money. It was really fun. And now they're all expensive. I actually have a letter that's over 10 years old. I don't even know if they'd honor it. I don't even know if the Wynn is still there, that wanted Gary and I to come back because we went there and their restaurant was shut, and they sent me a letter and they asked us to come back, and we never did. So one of these days, I like Vegas. It just doesn't look like what it used to look like. Now it's so crowded. So I don't know. Tanya Boysen, Booysen from South Africa. Hello, you've come a long ways. Just Stefan, Mike, not Mike. Oh, I didn't know. I thought the mic died. That's. Look, 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 look. Can you see that? Let me see. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Where is it? Right in front? It's too dark. It's a grosbeak. They are so beautiful. And they must have been born here because they used to be completely shy. And if you saw them, it's so dark where he's sitting. I mean, I'm literally 8 feet from him. They wouldn't even come out of the bushes before. And now he doesn't care. I'm sitting here, doors wide open. See, the screen door is wide open. Just sitting here, and he doesn't mind. Hi, backyard. Yeah, they're one of my favorites. That's a male. It's just so dark. He's sitting in the shade under the tree collar. I fixed that right after I did the garden tour. I put that stick back that fell down. It really is too short, but I managed to get it to work. Gary said he cut me some new ones. Now I forgot what I was talking about. I guess we were talking about Vegas. But that's pretty much it. You and Gary should take the truck to get ice cream cones. You know what? Gary would not go out to get ice cream. I found an ice cream the other day, actually a week ago at Walmart. We've already ordered it 3 times. We were going to go down there and get it, and then we just didn't get down there. It's called Mango. He is crazy about it. So he keeps buying it or having me order it, so they'll keep ordering it. So they think somebody really likes it. It sat in the store, nobody wanted it, but he loves mango. So he's been eating that constantly, and that will be his favorite thing. But we did have a Sunday last year. Our friend got sick with COVID, and he couldn't go out. So Gary went and got him a hot fudge sundae for him and his wife, and then he bought me one and one for him too. So this way he could have his hot fudge sundae. Everybody had hot fudge sundae. Malachi 7, thank you so much for everything. I guess the guy didn't bring his car here. He must have parked at my neighbor's, because now I hear Gary going down into his garden. I am very blessed to have a place I can sit and unwind. And this is my happy place. And I want to get this really fixed up more. I want to load this place with flowers. I'm going to load it with flowers that I don't appreciate. Back there, see the pink ones? Those are all types of geraniums we grow here. And in the beginning, I didn't like them. They just come up everywhere. And then I started looking at them and thought, why am I not taking advantage of that? So I want to load this up with all kinds of flowers. I want to get some more of the hummingbird lunch that's in front there. It's a beautiful plant. Like I said, it flowered all year. It's still in a big, well, it's in a big pot. And I want to get a whole lot more flowers out here. And to think that I really haven't done a thing in this garden besides work on the bird thing here, the gazebo. I haven't done anything. Gary's going to put the gazebo back up. I don't think we're going to have a lot of wind, so he told me today he's going to do it. There's white crowns. They're on the bottom. See the white crowns? They're going to be gone soon. They have the real pretty head coloring. They're going to leave. I'll kind of miss them. I will miss them. And then when they come back, I won't miss them because they hog everything and they push everybody over. No, I do love them. They're really beautiful, but they take off and they do not stay here for the summer. So I don't know if they nest here or they're going to leave and nest somewhere else, but they're very heavy seed eaters. Let me take a look, because now I don't have my tablet. I've got my phone. And see, I want to grow more flowers too. Wine Country Pebbles. I've changed my attitude. I used to, if you go back, you'll hear me say, oh, this is why we can garden, because we can change our mind. Oh, I'm never going to grow anything we can't eat. If I can't eat it, I'm not growing. And then I thought, well, it all works together. Nature grows a lot of stuff we don't eat just to bring in flowers. And I'm looking and it's like, it looks so pretty. I got to get that thing going. My daughter's already got her set up. You want to go see what she did? She told me yesterday, I think she got watermelons she's planting in there in this trough that we got. And we did get a few more. That's why we bought her one. They were slightly not perfect and they knocked off $50. So keep that in mind when you go to Home Depot or whoever's selling them. If you see any that are not perfect, they're happy to get rid of them. Isn't that funny? So anyways, yeah, I had an attitude that I wasn't going to grow flowers except this, with the brassica. Oh, see, you can't see. Let me see if I can zoom in. No, let's see. No, you can't really see. There's a house finch back there. It's very hard. Let me see if I can put this on my leg. No, you cannot see it. He's back there eating the brassica flowers. Let me go back out. And the birds eat the flowers and stuff. But no, I have completely changed my attitude on that. And I do think it's important to have flowers, and I think it looks pretty and it brings in a lot of pollinators, and it's really good for the wildlife. And I want this to be a wildlife garden, but definitely to grow food in. So it's still going to have a lot of brassicas. I'm going to get more of the tree collards planted all along the back. I feel like chopping out. Let me move here. I feel like parts of me wants to chop out some of that dragon fruit, but gosh, it's so good. So I'm going to wait on that because it's like taking over my garden. But I can work around it. I'm going to stick the trough. Let me see if I can get out of here. Okay. I can stick the trough, I'm thinking, in this area. That's what I'm getting really close to doing. I got one hurdle done. So now the truck is done. So now I can just think about my driver's license. I've got a couple months on it, but I want to get it over with. I can chop this out, and I'm thinking of putting this there. Then I can get all the way around it, and I just have to be careful with all the dragon fruit. Am I zoomed out? No, that's as far as I can zoom out. And then that's the geraniums back there I stuck back there. Look at that. I don't have to do anything, and they grow. And then here I got to clean that up. And I have better methods of covering to get rid of rodents or things that want to get into the irrigation tubing I use is amazing. I was trying all different things, and now I've got different ways. So I want to get something growing in there. I need to clean this up, and if I don't get this out first, I've said it on my garden tour, I'm going to break my own tote. So I think I'll do that this week. I might even start that tomorrow. Isn't that cool? This is really cool. I'm going to fill it up halfway with sticks and leaves. Living matter. I'm not going to fill it up with wood chips. If you fill it up with like just plain wood chips, then you've got, you're going to just create a problem for growing, because you need to have green and brown mix. When you have green and brown mix, that's when the soil becomes alive. It's so sunny now. And you want it all to break down and turn into soil. So you have to mix it. So I'm going to mix it up and go around and look, see all the color, look at all the leaves. All this, you mix it with everything, and then it will all break down. And that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to go around, collect the leaves, clean up the garden, and that's it. I think Gary left with the guys, so I think I'm not going to wait for them. They're all gone now. I'm so happy the truck is here. I can't believe it. I had almost given up on it. Gary didn't. He did not. So, and it is so pretty. I love goldfinches. Well, when I first moved here back in '88, you never saw them. And then we saw a couple of them, and now we have tons of them. They're here all summer. Oh, my solar panel fell down over there. I want to clean all this up and fix all this up there. I just planted a Swiss chard down there. I love Swiss chard. Now that's in the ground, and what it was in a tote that I was cleaning up that I did not want that in there, and I was going to compost it, and I thought, no, I think I'll just stick it in a hole here, and if it makes it, it makes it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So that's good. That's what I'm going to do a lot of here. It is really green. Well, it's yellow, but yeah, look at the hillside. See, can you imagine what's going on in different places where there's wildflowers? I mean, look at the hillside. We haven't had this much rain in years. I hear something. Oh, Gary's moving trash. We haven't, I guess the guy left? Let me see. We haven't had this much rain. Gary? I think it's Gary. I don't think the neighbors would come take our trash out. And so we've got so many flowers. Gary? You know, the sound echoes around here. I never know where the sound is coming from. It really seems like the phone should, yeah, that's it. Look at the tree collards. They are gorgeous. See, and keep in mind, if you're going to grow a lot of tree collards, all this is edible. Like this has got some insects on it, so I leave that for the birds. If I didn't want it, you take it off and compost it. They're not going anywhere. And then the whole top there, that's beautiful and clean. There's no insects on there. You can eat that. It tastes like broccoli. It's really good. I don't know where he is. I thought he would come say goodbye, but I think... Gary? You want to step out here for a minute? And then I can sign off before my battery goes? Are you around? I think I heard a yeah. I gotta get this out. So, we all waited with great anticipation. Because I heard an oh no at one point, I thought.
No, that was when there was something he was looking at under the or something.
Oh, because I heard an oh no and I
It was
thought.
something simple. It wasn't.
It was the starter.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go to have the car fixed or
No.
anything? He did it?
Yep. It's got 2 bolts.
Did you give him something?
Yep.
Good. Can you call him for other things?
Well, he's got my number and I've got his now, so.
I have to text Vivian and Alex and thank them because
Yeah.
without them, we would still be waiting another week to see if we could get it out this week for the. Oh my gosh, I think they've got company, but I'll text her anyway soon and just tell her. You want to hear something really cool? Before I cut off, I told them. Deborah texted me this butterfly, and I said, "Oh, it's a swallowtail. You know, the dark ones that have all the caterpillars here that we take care of, and then we release them. We've never done a video really on that, not for years." So she said, "No, Mom, it can't be that." And I said, "Yeah, it's what the picture looks like. This thing is 6 inches across." I looked it up. They're very common to Florida, but they actually do fly through here, through San Joaquin Valley, and they don't come here. 6 inches across. Can you imagine? That's bigger than the witch butterfly. She has never seen anything. It was in her garden like that. I have not seen any. You've got a lot of people coming in. John Ray Patterson, he says hello. Melinda, so happy for you, Gary and Robbie. Deborah C, Deborah TC, hi. Par is taking care of everything along with a few others here. Sunflower attracts goldfinches. Yeah, it's true. You know, the goldfinches here won't eat sunflower seeds. They're too big for these.
But they do like the leaves.
Oh, that's right. They'll eat the green leaves. That is true. And cul-de-sac grocery garden just has a little star there. Hello, Linda Hauser. Finally got all my garden planted. Finally got all my garden planted here in Texas. Come now, go plant mine. Par's got zinnia. That's true. Par's right. Zinnia. They'll eat those type of seeds from the zinnias, the goldfinches. Malachi 7's here. She's telling everybody hi. Hit the like button. And so is Par. Alexander C. Colo. It's moving. MENJIVAR from Colorado.
Menhaver?
That could be.
I'm thinking the J might be out.
Will you film any of the blooming hillsides? Will you film? Let me move over a little bit. Yeah, it's between the signal and my battery, I think, at this point. Okay, if I missed anybody, I'm really sorry. Swiss charts. I saw somebody said something about Swiss chart. Now I lost it. My phone is struggling right now. D. Kensinger, I want to thank you both for your channel. I've tried for years without luck growing a garden. I have a small area and I use containers. Thanks for all the economical suggestions for pots. Oh, you are so welcome, and it works. It works. I'm going to do a lot of pots with flowers and different things in here. So one more hurdle. Now I just got to go get my driver's license. If not, I'll have to find somebody that will drive me around. I told my granddaughter, quit college and drive me around, but she said I'd have to pay for everything, so that won't work. No, that's it. All right, so anyways, I'm going to let you sign this off. I don't think they saw me accidentally because the thumbnail came up. So here, step behind me so we can say goodbye. I'm so happy for the time. So happy. I can't believe how happy I am.
Well, I knew it was coming up the hill at some point. So.
That's what I said. See what I told you? It's like, oh well. Oh well. You see, the hood's up. The truck is broken. It's like, oh well. Oh well. We'll get it. Okay, let them see birds. All right, so say goodbye for everybody, for me, and thank you for joining me as I sat here stressing, wondering if this was going to work, and it did. It did. Let's see, Linda. I'm trying to read. I can't do this all. Let's see, Linda. I ordered more pots, waiting for them to come, so I have a place to plant seedlings. Okay. Okay. So Craig is asking where John Ray Patterson is. You know where John Patterson.
Yeah, I believe it's Tennessee.
Tennessee. Beautiful birds he puts up.
Yep.
Beautiful birds.
His channel's worth watching.
And he said,
watching.
"Aw." Okay, I think I've gone through everybody. I'm gonna, the hummingbird. I am going to go work in the garden a little bit. I think I'm gonna do that. So everybody have a wonderful day. Wave goodbye.
Yeah, bye.
We'll see you soon. We'll do more live. And thank you all for keeping me company as I was stressing out thinking that my truck was going to turn into a new garden planter, which I think would be really cool. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't forget to eat what you grow and grow something.